Hey, this is Andrew Brown, AWS Community Hero, and today I'm presenting to you the fast guide to the AWS Community Builders program. So the first question you might have is, what is the AWS Community Builders program? And this is a cloud community program officially organized by AWS, and so that's the official logo. And the program is designed to support enthusiastic AWS community members by providing them technical mentorship, exclusive networking opportunities, and virtual speaking events. And so the way the Community Builders is organized is actually it's broken down into different types of categories or topics. So if you were to become a builder, you would be assigned to one of the 12 categories, but you're not limited to only operate in that category. And we have networking and content delivery, storage, containers, machine learning, serverless, Gravitron ARM development, which I don't know much about, data, so you got databases, analytics, blockchain, developer tools, game tech, mobile web apps, my favorite, management, governance, and migration, and security, identity, and compliance. If you're trying to understand what are these categories, well, it's really easy to figure out because more or less the AWS products map to these categories, not one-to-one, but pretty close. So if I were to go to products up here, and open that up, you could go to management and governance, and then there's a link at the top there that says management and governance. If you click in there, it'll show you the services, and that is generally what each builder per category is going to be focused on, but again, not limited to. So why would you want to join the AWS Community Builders program? Well, there's a few reasons why. The first is you're going to get access to the product teams preview. So when I say AWS products teams, I'm talking about AWS engineers who actually go out and build the services and products. And so the way you're going to get previews from them is you're going to get exclusive webinars to talk to the AWS engineers. They might demo to you new services, products, or service features, and that's really, really cool. You're going to have the opportunity to give direct feedback to the engineers, and this actually can influence what the features will actually be when they are released. And you may also have the opportunity to write or blog about a preview feature. So they might say, hey, we're telling you about this thing and it's going to launch on this day. So you can prep to write things about it. The next thing is AWS subject matter experts, SMEs. And so an SME is a person that is recognized with having expert knowledge in a particular topic. So let's say the topic is cloud security. And so this is what you're going to have access to is different kinds of people. And the way we're going to get access is through exclusive and early access webinars or Q&A and presentations from people such as AWS developer advocates or AWS startup advocates, maybe product managers, AWS heroes such as myself, or even possibly Jeff Barr. There was a video that was shared with us in the AWS Community Builders where Jeff Barr showed how he actually makes his blog posts, which is really cool. Another benefit of joining the AWS Community Builders is that you can get promotional credits. And if you've never heard of AWS credits before, they are the equivalent of US dollars that can be spent on most AWS cloud resources. I say most because you can't spend it on, I don't believe you can spend it on support. But generally, like if you have a creative project that you want to run on AWS, say with machine learning or something really cool, you may receive some credits. I can't say as to how much, but I can tell you that it's definitely part of the program. And the last part, which is, I think, a really, really great benefit of joining is the networking. So when you join, you're going to be networked with all the other builders who make it into the program, and you're going to get exclusive access to a private Slack channel where everybody's talking. And this, to me, is the largest value of being able to get into the Community Builders program. So now that I've told you why you'd want to be part of the program, let's talk about how do you get in. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Community Builders website. And if you're wondering how to get there, I have that little short link in the bottom right corner there. So just type that into your browser to get to it. And you're going to hit that apply button, that big old orange button. And from there, you're going to choose what your preferred category is. Again, you're not going to be limited to that actual category. The categories are just to help align resources to you, but you can do whatever you want once you're in. So I prefer management, governance, migration as my number one, and security is my number two. So that's what I filled in. And then next, what you'll do is you're going to tell your cloud story to AWS. So you got 1,000 words. So just tell them why you're so interested in becoming a community builder. Then provide some social media profile, so Twitter, LinkedIn, GitHub, etc. Then provide some examples of stuff that you've been doing, whether it's blogs or videos, or if you presented at certain events. So you have a bunch of boxes for links. And then going to fill out a very short survey just to kind of gauge how active you are in the community and some other details. And just some other things that you need to know about qualifying for the community builders is that you must be 18 years or older. It's open to everybody globally. I do say, with the exception of countries under U.S. embargo, I have to assume that if you are like in a country where you're under embargo, you can't have access because those countries don't have access to AWS accounts. So I would naturally assume that this might prevent you from participating. But hopefully you can, and there's not an issue. The next thing is applications are reviewed and accepted twice a year. So if you go to the website, and it's the same link in the bottom right corner there, if you go there, it's going to tell you the next review period. So the next one coming up is September 15th. So that's when you have to apply. There is no cost to apply or to hold membership, so it's totally free to you. It's eligible to all technical levels, and I want to emphasize all the levels. So whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, or expert, you can get in. It's not really about technical depth, but that is a good quality to have. But it's more so about technical accuracy and community engagement. So if you are super motivated, AWS is going to look at all your stuff holistically, and they're going to say, okay, well, this person might not have the technical depth, but they definitely have the motivation and communication skills and et cetera to get into the program, because technical knowledge is always something that you can fill in, right? And the last thing is that memberships last for a year, so you must reapply every year to renew your membership. I would assume that if you were in the previous year and you were active, then it's not going to be an issue. So you might be asking, okay, well, I want to apply, but I haven't done many things online. I'm very obsessed about AWS. So what kind of things can I do to so that I can go fill that into my application? So here are some ideas I have for you. So one thing you could do is you could submit a long form and in-depth article to Free Codecamp, which is a tech publication. That's a good one. Or maybe you could start a cloud developer blog on Hashnode and document your cloud journey. That would be a good thing as well. You could write short how-to tutorials on DevTO, and you would apply that to the AWS tag. And by the way, I'm the AWS moderator there, so if you are there, I will say hello to you. You could do a bi-monthly Twitch live stream. Or if you don't like being on camera, something that is really, really impactful and everybody appreciates it is if you go into other live streams like AWS Developer Advocates or things like that, and you engage in the comments and talk and get things going. That's a really good thing to do. You could start an email newsletter, and you could just consolidate weekly links. So let's say you are obsessed with cloud security, just go find all the good AWS links and build up a newsletter there. You could start a technical podcast and publish it on Spotify. Maybe you want to participate in the 100 Days of Cloud Challenge. That is my own community project where it's highly organized and there's a lot of things that you can help out. You could start a LinkedIn group for your specific topic of interest. You could start a YouTube channel. If you want a really good example, check out the FooBar one, which is by Marcia. She's an AWS developer advocate. It's a very good example of how to share on YouTube. You can participate as a speaker in the AWS user groups. AWS has a link of all the user groups in the world. So if you're looking for one, there's a great opportunity. And depending on when you're watching this video, people might be very open to allowing you to virtually present. So consider that. You could teach a topic on Twitter with a tweet size lessons changed together by replies. And actually, this video is going to go out on Twitter like this format. So if you're wondering how that format is, you will see it there on Twitter. Or you could just reshare AWS Developer Advocate content and bring them engagement. That's a really great way. It's just being a supporter of that kind of stuff. Now, once you are in the Builders program, you might say, okay, well, what am I supposed to do now? And that's just to leverage all the benefits of the program. So join the virtual calls, participate in membership opportunities, continue to share or produce educational and technical content, actively engage with and help build the AWS community, demonstrate continued interest in learning more about AWS. And this is the end of our little tutorial here. And again, I want to tell you, if you want to know where to go, look at the link in the bottom right corner and follow it through. And if you do make it into the AWS Community Builder, I will see you on the other side because I am in the Slack and I am quite active there. So I hope to see you soon. And there you go.